I think it's only proper that you know some of the things happening within the country. So let's get on to some of the national dailies and take a look at some of the headlines. Okay, so we'll start off with the Punch this morning and a few interesting headlines on the Punch today. And I'd like to start with this one. Teachers' new salary scale. States NUT on collision course as government cites cash crunch. Does that mean they would not see that new scale implemented? I don't know. But teachers' new salary scale states NUT on collision course as government cites cash crunch. That's a headline you would find on the Punch newspaper. Remember, yesterday was World Teachers' Day. Okay, another headline. NCC disqualifies Nigerians below 18 years from getting SIM. NCC disqualifies Nigerians below 18 years from getting SIM. So if you want to find out more about that, you get yourself a copy of the Punch newspaper and get the details and find out why they are disqualifying below 18-year-old Nigerians from getting SIM cards. Ganduje's wife not arrested by EFCC. Commissioner is saying that one. Another headline on the Punch. Senate confirms Buhari's EFCC board nominee who started school before birth. Senate confirms Buhari's EFCC board nominee who started school before birth is a headline on the Punch. I'm trying to wrap my head around that one. I'll be going to the phone lines shortly. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and 0817-923-0009. Those are the numbers that you can call to be a part of the conversation. Meanwhile, lots of WhatsApp messages have been coming in. I'll just take a few of them first. Good morning, Andrew. Southeast governors to establish a new security outfit. It's not new. I think Ebubeago has been there. Before the end of 2021 is a welcome move, but I wish to advise that they trade with caution to avoid clash of supremacy between them and IPOB. The attack on the Iche legislative leader is indeed condemnable. I urge the police to do a proper investigation and bring the perpetrators to book. Comrade Rotimi E. Martins from Ngboshimini sent in that message. Interesting. Okay, Israel from Emoha is on the line. Let's hear from Israel this morning. Hello, Israel. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
The attack to the Iche leader. Andrew, I don't know. Yes, it's an allegation for now, but I don't know whether it is a cause to the HA council boss. Andrew, could you remember that his first tenure, from the beginning of the tenure to the last of the tenure, he had problem with the vice chairman. Now is the leader who is also a female. Please, and that incident happened inside the council according to the video, online video. And then he's carrying the attack. Incidentally now, what was his action concerning what happened to a married woman? If that man don't know how to treat female, he should tell our local government to see how the council board is carrying everybody along, those that are working with him. So that action, for me, the River State Police Command should not allow to lie low. Okay. He should make sure that he carry out the investigation thoroughly.
Thank you very much, Israel. JJ is calling from Rumigbo this morning. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning. Doyin Okugbe say he wants to become president. Is it not the same Doyin Okugbe that told us that we don't have money to buy anything more than locomotive in the rail sector? If war not for good, not go climb Bamon. Southeastern Governors Forum said they are relaunching a Bibiago. Well, I see all those things are just mere talk because I pray that what happened in Afghanistan will not happen in the Southeast, where most of the people they recruited for the Bibiago are also members of ESN and IPOB. And instead of them to work for the governor, they will now begin to work for the same group that we don't like at the end of the day. But I don't really pray for them because they fed the lion that is before them now. For the share thing, I think the chairman and all the other people who are involved should be arrested and taken to state CID for questioning, especially the CSO who mobilized people and now alleged that it was the woman that break her own car, tore her clothes. Wow, wow, wow. Please let me clap for them. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Okwandu from Irebe is on the line. Good morning, Okwandu. Hello.
Andrew, good morning.
Okwandu, good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, Southeast governors will establish security outfit. I think that is a welcome development. But what I don't like over the years is that is how the Southeast governors have kept mood over over the happenings in the Southeast. Now they have also resolved to put an end to the weekly sit-at-home order by the IPOB people. Where were they when all these boys were starting all these things? They were keeping mood. Now these boys have grown very deep teeth and they want to stop them. I think they have to take extra steps or else they will find it very difficult. That is my take.
All right, Okwandu, thank you very much. Promise is on the line. Is calling from Rumadumaya this morning. Promise, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, my brother Andrew. Okay, I want to condemn the attack on Cynthia Wala of the chair this morning. But I also want to plead with her not to be too quick to point fingers on the council boss. I believe Obi Nanyanwu is bigger than sending talks to molest her on the road and so on. I know they may be having internal crisis, but she should not be too quick to point fingers because she did not see the council boss there. And I want to urge them to come to consensus and resolve whatever internal crisis they are having. But I want to condemn that attack totally. Whoever has masterminded that should stop that act. It's uncalled for. Thank you.
All right, Promise, thank you very much. Let's look at WhatsApp portal now and take some of your messages. The River State Police Authority should make sure those that insulted Honorable Mrs. Cynthia Nwala are brought to book. What an insult against womanhood. Fidelis Elemowa from Chokocho in Eche. Good morning, Andrew. It's very, very obvious that there was a plot to impeach Eche legislative leader Honorable Mrs. Nwala that prompted her to look away, take away the mace. A smart Ubina Christopher from Abaya Rearia Abba in Abia State sent in that message. Another one here says, good morning, Andrew. PMB approves payment of 75,000 and 50,000 naira to students in public universities. That's the greatest news ever. Remember the same president increased coppers allowance. Andrew, what a president. If it's high can feel now, this your station would have been boiling. Thank you, PMB. Ife Chuku Unwodo. Oh, okay. Well, because money is being given to people who are working doesn't mean you can't complain if something else goes sideways that isn't supposed to. You just have to make your point heard. If Teachers' Day celebrated in Port Harcourt yesterday was to be that of judiciary or police, Governor Wike would have been there live and make mouth-watering donations. Why wouldn't teachers of Rivers State be promoted and minimum wage bonuses given to them for much commitment to duty? They haven't enjoyed end-of-term holiday since last year till now. Well, we know that our teachers deserve a lot better. That's all I can say. Itari Duko says the attack on the Che councillor is bad, although two wrongs will never make it right. Very wrong of you to have attempted to take legislative mace to your house. It is not your personal property. It was equally abysmally wrong of those who assaulted you to have done that. Let the law take its full course on both sides of the wrongs. I think what we're going to have to find out is there any provision that allows for her to take the mace home? Because I think in her comments she said that she alerted the chairman about a decision to take the mace home and the reasons why, and other councillors were in support. You can also join the conversation on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. Yes, that's Facebook, and follow the page, drop your comments, and we'll be taking those comments as well shortly. Back to the phone lines. Temple is calling from Rumomase this morning. Good morning, Temple.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifiemi Andrew. How are you this morning, sir?
Very fine, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The very distinguished Ifiemi Andrew.
Mm.
Yes, sir. The doctors this morning to resume work. Am I right?
Yes.
And if they are resuming work, whatever their demands are, have they been able to get it from federal government? Because I want to also make the doctors understand this morning, if they have forgotten, that they are dealing with a federal government that does not understand memorandum of understanding. So not in time coming now, in the less than 1 month or 2 months, they will be telling us that they are returning back on strike again. For me, I will not like that. On a legislative, crisis, I think for me, Ifiemi Andrew, if we must tell ourselves the truth, if we must tell ourselves the truth, let the leaders here in Eche stop causing problem within the confines of Eche local government. They are the problem we have. They should allow the leaders, the councillors to function. Also allow the chairman to function. When these councillors begin to play the script written by their leaders, this is the kind of abracadabra you will get within the confines of the council. Taking away the mess, is it a property of one person? The mess, is it a property of one person? So it is very much obvious the atmosphere one permits the products one produce at the end of the day. For me, it's not a very good one. But that needs to be done. That the leaders stay away from governance of a trade. They should mind their businesses. They should allow a trade local government to move forward. These leaders that don't have money, they only come to PDP to get money to buy this, to flay their gain in their company. They have nothing to contribute to a trade local government.
Thank you very much. You made your point already. Thank you. Kinsley is calling from a chair this morning. Hello, Kinsley. Sadly, we lost that call. You could do all the call back. The lines are still very much open. On Facebook, good morning, Andrew. Eche legislative leaders attacked. The only local government area chairman who had public clash with his female vice was the Eche local government area chairman, Dr. Binayamu. Now we're hearing this one allegation. If it turns out this allegation is true, Mr. Andrew, you guys at AUJ should look at your colleague, Mr. Robinson Olwo, who issued a denial statement and sanctioned him. Tex Uyigbo. Okay. Oh, goodness. Good morning, my name is Nweke Tochi from Egbuichie. Thank God as the resident doctors begin work today. Thanks, God bless Nigeria. Nweke Tochi from okay. Good morning, Ifiemi Andrew. Resident doctors to resume work today is a welcome development, but they should ensure that they have collected all their rights that made them go on strike before coming back to work to avoid another strike in a few months' time, because Nigerians will not find it funny with them. Round face from Rumekini sent in this message. I don't know. I think they have a new leadership because Uyilawa is the national president, and now I know it's Godia. That's the name now. So perhaps they have a new leadership, and maybe the new leadership feels like it's time for them to return back to work and have a conversation with government. So I'm not sure yet, but it looks that way. Good morning, these are the kind of things you hear in the chair since this administration took over. It's very embarrassing when they beat up a media person for speaking out the truth. They will all accelerate it. Now they have seen it. Nation Alozie from a chair. Good morning, Andrew. I don't know why we don't learn. Southeast Governors Establishment of Ibeago. What happened to dialogue and negotiation? This was how Boko Haram started in the Northeast. Fire for fire without using better options. Omorege sent in that message. Solution is calling from Rumolumeni this morning. Solution, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Go on.
Okay. I want to comment about the thing that happened in Eche where the leader was beaten and her clothes torn and her car damaged. You see, if they allow this thing to be swept under the carpet, it will send a very wrong signal, because I know the father is a very big wing in PDP, you understand, and let it not be because of the sake of his father, brother, he can do anything and go away with it for Christ's sake. At least let it be now that the whole world have heard this thing. The people responsible should be fished at and penalized. If they didn't do this thing, it's going to send not only this one, even little Binayang have a problem before with his vice chairman, one which came before, you understand? And coming out again to pick up a woman, a married woman, a mother. If I were the husband of this woman, for crying out, I wouldn't take it lightly. Which statement is it trying to say to the children of this woman, to the husband, picking up the motor damage? For what? This rascality, for crying out. And the governor is not supposed even to keep quiet for this thing. Call the chairman, call the TSO, call everybody, and ask them why the woman, the married woman, beating her clothes, torn, her car damage. Please, let the war hear this out. Let those people be fished out and be guilty so that it won't be as if anybody will commit a crime and they will say nothing will happen, and at the end nothing will happen.
Good morning. Thank you, Solution.
That's my contribution. Thank you.
Lugaman from Eche is on the line. Good morning, Lugaman.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew Lugaman from Eche.
Go on.
Yeah, the crisis working Eche local government council. My brother Ifiemi, it calls for serious concern. What is happening in Eche today is extremely battle. I keep on blaming the state governor because for whatever that happens in Eche, this governor never allow Eche people to choose who governs them, who becomes their chairman. What we saw in that day was hand-picking. And you remember too, during the first tenure of Odin Nanyamu, there were a series of crises in the local government area, of which the vice chairperson was in a loggerhead with the chairman. Black Nanyamu, who caused a serious problem, was also a councillor. My brother, I begin to wonder what is really happening. It goes to show that PDP, in a short possible time now, that the serious crisis in PDP in Rivers State. And now I am asking, which party have cancer between APC and PDP? I see that PDP have cancer while APC have malaria. On the issue of the chairmanship position of APC, I am urging the leadership of the party to please choose a capable person that will manage the affairs of APC in Rivers State, so that 2023 we will take over the brick house of Rivers State. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lugaman. Friday from Al4. Good morning. Sadly, we lost the call from Friday. Friday, you can do all the calls back and join the conversation. Straight to our Facebook page. I'll take some of your messages here. Alozie Promise says, good morning, Ifiemi Andrew. Okay, these are the kind of things you hear in the Chilico government era since this administration took over. It's very embarrassing. Gomend Ice Prince says 75,000 for undergraduates by federal government. One should be thinking of maintenance culture in our institutions, boost students, government's power and infrastructure. And yeah, well, I get your point. Sustainability and continuity is another thing altogether. I mean, how are we going to get the money if we've always said there's no money? Roundface says, good morning, Ifiemi Andrew. Resident doctors to resume work today is a welcome development, but they should ensure that they've collected all their demands met before calling off the strike to avoid going back on another strike. Okay, Roundface, thank you. Thank God Atuegbu says it is shameful for the Iche Legislative Assembly to be having a problem with the council chairman at this early stage. What is playing out in Iche Local Government Council is two factions fighting to control the council. Adrugunuhu says Iche Local Government chairman should be called to order. If I may ask, what is his problem with women? We have not forgotten how he bullied his former vice chairman. Uwankwo Chijoke, Comrade Uwankwo AK from Omuma. It's a welcome development. I commend federal government for the proposed tuition fee for students studying education courses in higher institutions in Nigeria. Okay, I'll take one more. Anunobi Onyekachi KC says federal government to pay 75,000 to undergraduates under education. I bet you 80% of those that have graduated for years without job will seek admission. They should pay those going on everyday strike and implement minimum wage first. Like, okay, well, you can look at it from different angles. Many ways to look at this particular issue. On WhatsApp, this one says, good morning, Andrew. NCC disqualified below age Nigerians to own a cell phone is a welcome development. The negative influence of social media have spoiled and endangered the life of our girls and boy child. Some of these children find it very difficult to focus on their studies. I think we saw the impact of that when social media went off for just a few hours. I mean, some people felt like, I've had people tell me they can't leave, like they're always on their phones doing videos. I'm like, yeah, well, these days you get paid for doing videos, so I guess that's the hope that's making them continue to want to do it. Yeah. Hopefully, they are going to get paid. Maybe. Let's just look at another headline on the Vanguard. Teachers Day. Ifiemi presents cars, cash, other gifts to best teachers. Enugu government suspends another royal father is a headline you find on the Vanguard. Enugu police confirm killing of 2 neighborhood watch operatives is another headline you'd also find on the Vanguard newspaper. Let's see if we could take one more call. Uche Ken from Ichie is on the line. Good morning, Uche Ken.
Yes. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mrs. Uche Ken, I'm calling from Ichie.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me look at resident doctors to resume work today. I hope the problem that led into their strikes has been resolved and settled. Or have they gone there to listen and see the faces of the federal government representatives? I do not want them to resume strike again because it's like they are enjoying the strike like new rapper. Let it be that the problem that has lingered for months has been settled once and for all. Teachers Day and teachers said no joy. I joined teachers today to say no joy at all. Did you know some of the teachers I knew in a chair that retired as a head ended up in selling land to build a new house? I don't know how others are meeting up, but to crown it all, there is no joy in the teacher sector. Finally, attack on the leader of HA. I believe she did mention the councillors who supported her to go out with the mess and also seeking the attention of the council chairman. I believe the councillors are in a better position to defend this matter, either against or for. But if the attack is real, I believe it is highly condemnable. But let me also finally say before I go, the leaders are not helping matters. When you access my Facebook wall, you will see where I did mention the issue of mess. That mess has been taken away for past 2 weeks. And it was as a result of not screening the appointees. The leaders are there commanding, do like this, do like this. Please, councillors, come and bear the cards. Let us hear the truth from you guys. Good morning. Mrs. Uche Ken is my name.
Thank
God
you
is
very
vindicating.
much, Uche Ken. And, okay, one more call from Kinsley in Ichie. Good morning, Kinsley. Straight to the point. You have 1 minute.
Andrew, good morning. Mr. Kinsley calling from Ichie.
Go on.
The attack in leader of Ichie Legislative Assembly, Honorable Mrs. Cynthia Wala, is not good. I don't want to go further. Please, the chairman should call those boys in order to advise them, because Cynthia is a woman married. I don't like that kind of attack for a woman. Everything, it will be in our own constituency or social clan. Look at what the former speaker have said, former chairman, and Cynthia again. Now, I don't like that. Please, call them in order. That's my advice this morning. Chairman should call them in order.
Thank you very much, Kinsley.
A woman in the house. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kinsley from Ichie. That's the much on the newspaper review this morning. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Remember, we're going to short commercial now, and then 7 o'clock business news. Sports news comes up, the news at 8, and then the morning crossfire continues afterwards. Do stay tuned.